Welcome back, everyone. Good to see you all after a few days. So with that, I'd be glad to take your questions.
Then candidate Trump was pretty critical, was pretty complimentary of President Putin. Now, after seeing how Russia's reacted in Syria, what's his view of President Putin now?
I think it's always been the same, respectfully, which is that if we can get a deal, we have a shared interest in, particularly in the area of ISIS. And if we can defeat them, and if we can work with them on a plan to defeat them, then we're going to do it. But he's also said, and I think sometimes people cut off part of the quote, which is, and if we can't work with them, then okay. But the president's came into office to really focus on two fronts: keeping our country safe and growing our economy and putting people back to work. And I think if Russia or any other country can help us achieve those two goals, either through market access and additional products and services from the United States into a major marketplace, but more importantly, it helps keep our country safe through a combined effort to defeat something like ISIS, especially in a place like Syria where they're playing so prominently, then I think we want to work with them. But if we can't get a deal with them, then the president's not going to be disappointed, but he would like to do what he can to work with these individuals to make it happen. Jim?
Would you still describe him in the same way that he did several months ago as a leader who he viewed as stronger than President Obama?
I think we'll wait and see. We're 81 days in. I think Secretary Tillerson will have a lot of information after he meets with Foreign Secretary Lavrov.
Mr. Trump, as a private citizen, had a lot to say about Syria. One of the things he said that the president, then President Obama, needs to seek congressional approval. Some members of Congress believe he should as well. What is his plan to explain his strategy in a broader sense, and why does he not need congressional approval in his view?
I think Article 2 of the Constitution is pretty clear that when it's in the national interest of the country, the president has the full authority to act. He did that. He and his team spoke extensively to congressional leaders on both sides of the aisle that night to describe the action that's being taken forward. So I think we have fully fulfilled every obligation, but the power vested in Article 2 is very clear with the president's ability to act. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
One question. Is the president willing?